Good morning, it's Darla at Scrap Happens here with Tuesday's tip. Today I had something else planned, but this came up and I really wanted to share it with you. I wanted to talk to you about the Big Shot and embossing folders, and especially the dynamic embossing folders, the extra thick ones. Oh, excuse my ums. This is a new one that you can get free with Celebration. They just came up with this bundle. It's this and a stamp set. I'll show you the stamp set in just a second. This is called the Basket Weave Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder. And it's extra thick. I think you can see that. Here is the stripes one that's just a regular thickness. So you can see the difference. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I had my daughter helping me with some embossing to get ready for a class. Actually, it was to get ready for a swap. So nobody expects this in a class. And then I had a friend send me a video about another technique that I've used, but I thought I should share it with you guys. So I have several of the embossing folders that are the thicker ones. There's the hexagons and the pine wood planks, the cable knit, and I also have the new one called Scattered Sequins. What's wrong with this one? Can anyone tell me? Well, this is where my daughter came in. I asked her to help me emboss some cardstock, and because I had to get out of town, and so she did that for me. But before I could tell her this was a thick one, she didn't notice, and she ran it through just like a normal thinner one. And let me turn my Big Shot around here so I can reach the handle. You can see that it just doesn't work. It's just too thick. But she forced it to happen, and it broke. So needless to say, I need to order another one of these. But I want to demonstrate today how you do emboss with the thicker folders. So you use your regular embossing platform, and then I put a clear plate on it, and then, this is what she did, and then she put the embossing folder and then with the paper in it, and then she put another plate on it. And that's not how you want to do it. That doesn't work. So what you want to do is you want to put your paper in. I have a piece of crumb cake because that's a good basket color. Well, any color would be really pretty right now because of Easter baskets. And then you put that just on your platform, and then you put a clear plate on top, and you run it through. And this is a fabulous, fabulous embossing folder. Look at that texture. But I wanted to show you what this gal's video showed me. One of the gals who comes to my classes, she found this video. So, and I've done this before. I've spritzed my paper before I emboss it, mostly with thick white cardstock and the thicker embossing folders, because sometimes it would crack. And I had heard that if you spritz it with a little water, that it helps it not to crack. But it also, let me get that in there right, also gives you more dimension. So I want to show you that. So you can compare. Now the paper's still a little wet, but you can definitely tell a difference. And our embossing folders are incredible, especially with a Stampin' Up! Cardstock. You can't beat Stampin' Up! Cardstock for embossing. It's doubly thick paper, and so it just holds the texture so well. But if you give it a little spritz, it gives it even a little added texture. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And I also wanted to let you know that you can get this embossing folder, the basket weave embossing folder, and this stamp set, the blooming basket stamp set. Let me get my embossing folder out. And big shot out of the way so you can see that better. This is a free item that you can receive during celebration with a $100 purchase before tax and shipping. You can choose this bundle as your free pick during celebration. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you've learned something new. Don't break any of your embossing folders, and be sure if you're getting helpers out there to help you, you let them know that they don't need to put an extra clear plate on. They don't need the sandwich. Anyways, thanks a bunch for stopping by today. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you next week with Tuesday's tip.